Hi, Dr. McLaughlin here again. I hope your studies have been going well. This video here is a brief overview of our first module, which is homeostasis and exercise. Now you will see in the module that a bulk amount of the discussion on homeostasis and exercise deals with glucose handling, because I think it's a nice model system to outline how homeostasis operates with exercise. In particular, insulin's role and glucagon's role in regulating glucose uptake and the maintenance of blood glucose balance, homeostasis, equilibrium, however you want to term it. The other aspect I'd like to discuss is just maybe a brief insight into my perception of what I think the role of homeostasis is in exercise from a global perspective. From my takeaway, all of the wonderful aspects that we gain from participating in exercise and leading a physically active lifestyle. We know that the heart works better. We know that the lungs work better. We know the muscles work better. Your tendons are stronger. You know you're more resistant to disease, to injury. We know all these wonderful benefits. From my perspective, I believe that all of these wonderful adaptations are really the result of one thing, and that is really boils down to homeostasis. Challenging your body on a regular basis through the engagement in physical activity and exercise forces the body to adapt and to change. Just like if we would do the opposite and we were to become physically inactive, maybe there's disease, maybe there's an injury, and we are no longer physically active individuals, we know that health is going to decline in a hurry. So it's that classic yin and yang that goes on when it comes to homeostasis. So if you're challenging your body in a positive manner, really what I kind of perceive as the reptilian part of your brain, that ancestral part of your brain, some might refer to it as the limbic system of your brain, that's really not really conscious thought, but more subconscious, reactive in nature, that like I like to call it the reptilian or crocodile brain. That part of your brain doesn't really perceive and recognize what exercise is. We know the higher brain centers, when you're on the treadmill running, that part of your brain is thinking, oh, this is healthy, I feel great, hey, I know that person, and that's what the higher brain centers are thinking. But that limbic part of your brain does not appreciate that. It is about survival. It's about fight or flight. It is thinking, what is going on here? I'm hot, I'm sweating, I don't know what's going on here. Are we being chased by a tiger? What's going on? That's the limbic part of your brain. That's that core part of your brain that's reacting to exercise. And it's really that subconscious core ancestral part of your brain that helps to stimulate many of the positive attributes that we associate with exercise. So for instance, when you're exercising and you're hot, your brain is perceiving, the physiology is perceiving that you're going to overheat and you might die. So it sends out signals for sweating response and blood redistribution to the skin to help your body cool. If you do that on a regular enough basis, we know that the body learns to sweat better, sweat more. We know that blood redistribution patterns become improved and enhanced. We know there's improvements in blood volume, which help us handle body temperature changes. So you become a more adept and better responsive to changes in body temperature. In this case, elevated body temperature. But that example can be played out to any of the physiological systems when it comes to exercise. It's really this chronic exposure to exercise and really challenging homeostasis, challenging that balance that causes the body to react and respond so that you can continue to maintain your physiology. And we know that is health, right? So that's my brief takeaway and what I perceive to be the interaction between exercise, homeostasis, and health balance. It's all about challenging homeostasis on a regular basis and allowing the body to respond such that you become healthy, you become stronger, the heart works better, the lung works better, the blood volume changes, the cardiovascular system works better. But it all boils down to that one thing of homeostasis and challenging homeostasis on a regular basis. Right? So that's my brief takeaway. I hope that makes sense. Once again, if there are any questions or concerns, please let me know, write me an email, and continue studying hard. Thanks. Bye.